All right, listener. Are you ready to have your mind blown? I mean, we're diving into the organization of tomorrow, and let me tell you, it's unlike anything you've ever seen before.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah, wild's a good word for it.
Yeah.
We're talking about a future where a single person
Yeah,
can basically run an entire company
it's true.
using AI as their ultimate team.
That's right.
Me, myself, and AI.
It sounds like science fiction.
That does.
But we've been digging into research articles,
Mm-hmm.
even some insider notes that suggest this is actually happening.
Yeah, and it's more than just hype.
Right.
I mean, what's really captivating is how this is changing the whole game.
Yeah.
It's not about those traditional org charts anymore, the hierarchies and departments.
Yeah.
It's about unleashing this extraordinary potential when you combine a single individual with the power of AI, and suddenly they can take on multiple roles.
Right.
Imagine being the CEO, the developer, the marketing whiz,
Whoa.
all at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I keep coming back to. It's not just about AI.
Helping us get things done faster.
Right.
It's about entirely new ways of working.
Absolutely.
So how does this actually work? Like, how does someone,
Yeah.
a solo entrepreneur,
Yeah.
actually become a whole company?
So the secret lies in something called AI deployment platforms.
Okay.
And these platforms are not just automating tasks.
Yeah.
They're actually stepping into roles that traditionally were held by humans.
Yeah, interesting.
So think of it like this. You have this amazing idea
Mm-hmm.
for a game-changing app.
Yeah.
In the past, you'd need a whole team, developers, marketers,
Oh, yeah, of course.
designers, the whole shebang.
Right.
But now,
Yeah.
you could actually just describe your vision
To a person.
to an AI.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's an AI business analyst, essentially.
So instead of like pitching my idea to investors
Mhm.
or, scrambling to put together a team,
Right.
I'm having a brainstorming session with an AI.
Exactly.
That's pretty wild.
It is, and it's incredibly efficient.
Okay.
Because this AI business analyst
Mm-hmm.
takes that vision
Yeah.
and it translates it into detailed specifications for every aspect of your app.
Okay.
It's like having a superpowered project manager
Yeah.
who can see the big picture and every tiny detail simultaneously.
Okay, so let's break this down. So I tell this AI,
Yeah.
I want an app that does X, Y, and Z.
Uh-huh.
And then what? Does it magically write code for me?
It's pretty close to magic.
Really?
These AI deployment platforms,
Yeah.
they're becoming incredibly sophisticated.
Okay.
Platforms like Microsoft's Azure OpenAI service
Mm-hmm.
or AWS Code Whisperer,
Okay.
you can feed them natural language prompts,
Okay.
basically plain English instructions,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll generate code, build user interfaces,
Mhm.
even suggest features you might not have even thought of.
Hold on, if I'm understanding this right,
Yeah.
I could basically describe my app idea over breakfast and by lunchtime have a functional prototype
Yeah.
built by AI.
That's the direction we're heading. And it's happening faster than most people realize.
Okay.
Platforms like GitHub Copilot X
Mm.
and
Yeah.
Tab9,
Yeah.
they're taking it even further. They're assisting with testing, debugging, even writing documentation.
It's really like end-to-end development
It's
powered by AI.
all powered by AI.
That's incredible.
Yeah. It
That's got to be a game changer, especially for,
is.
startups or small businesses.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But how does this work in a larger organization? Like, does everyone just get their own personal AI team?
So this is where the whole concept of the organization of tomorrow gets really intriguing.
Okay.
We're not just talking about replacing humans with AI.
Right.
It's about fundamentally changing the way we work together.
Yeah.
Imagine a company
Mm-hmm.
where departments become more fluid, where
Huh.
teams can be assembled and reconfigured on the fly,
Oh, wow.
all orchestrated by AI.
So instead of these
Yeah.
fixed roles
Yeah.
and departments,
Yeah.
it's more like a network of people and AI all working together
That's a great way to put it.
in this dynamic way.
Exactly. And the beauty of these AI deployment platforms
Yeah.
is they're designed to be modular and interconnected.
Okay.
So instead of information being siloed in different departments, it
Right.
flows freely,
Yeah.
allowing for faster decision-making, greater agility.
Yeah. This is starting to sound less like science fiction and more like the future is knocking at our door.
It is.
But before we get too far ahead of ourselves,
Yeah.
I want to go back to the individual for a second.
Okay.
You mentioned this idea of a single person becoming a whole company.
Right.
What does that actually look like? Can you give us a picture?
So imagine you have this passionate entrepreneur with this groundbreaking idea,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't have the coding skills.
Yeah.
In the past, they'd have to find a co-founder, raise capital, build a team.
Yeah.
It could take months or even years
Yeah.
to get their product off the ground.
Right.
But now, with AI, they can just describe their vision to this AI business analyst.
Right.
And then the AI can generate a detailed business plan,
Wow.
create marketing materials,
Mm-hmm.
even design a website.
Oh, wow.
It's incredible.
So they can focus on the big picture, the
Exactly.
strategy, the
Mhm.
vision,
Yeah.
while AI handles all the
All the nuts and bolts.
nuts and bolts.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
It's not just about saving time.
Yeah.
It's about unlocking that human potential,
Right.
allowing individuals to focus on what they do best.
Yeah.
Creativity, strategy,
Yeah.
innovation.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But I can't help but wonder, like, what does this mean for people who aren't entrepreneurs? Like,
Yeah.
how does this impact the average person
That's a great question.
who works in a company?
Yeah, that's a great question, and one we're going to dig into more as we go deeper into this.
Okay.
But what's important to remember is that this isn't about replacing jobs.
Okay.
It's about transforming them. The skills that'll be most valuable in this new landscape
Yeah.
are those that AI can't replicate.
Okay. Like what?
Critical thinking,
Mm-hmm.
problem solving, creativity, and emotional intelligence.
Oh, so it's not about
Mm.
humans versus AI.
Yeah.
It's about humans and AI
Yeah.
working together
Exactly.
to achieve something greater.
That's the key takeaway.
Okay.
The organizations of tomorrow
Mm-hmm.
are going to be those that successfully integrate human ingenuity with the power of AI.
I like that.
It's about creating a symbiotic relationship where each enhances the capabilities of the other.
Okay. I'm getting a much clearer picture of how AI is transforming organizations.
Oh,
But now I really want to see it in action.
okay.
Can we look at some real-world examples?
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Let's explore how companies, both large and small, are already leveraging these tools to streamline their workflows, boost productivity, and even create entirely new business models.
All right. Let's do it.
Let's go. Okay, so let's bring the organization of tomorrow to life.
Okay.
Some real-world examples. Yeah, let's hear it.
Remember those AI deployment platforms we were talking about?
Yeah.
They're not just some theoretical concept.
Right.
Companies are actually using these things to completely revolutionize how they work.
Okay, I'm all ears. Give me the inside scoop. Like, what are companies actually doing
Mm-hmm.
with this tech?
Okay, so take, for example,
Yeah.
Microsoft's Azure OpenAI service.
Mm-hmm.
Companies are using this to build intelligent chatbots that handle customer service inquiries
Okay.
with remarkable accuracy and efficiency.
So, like, instead of waiting on hold for hours, I'm
Exactly.
getting instant support from an AI.
Yeah, and it's personalized too.
That sounds like a win for both customers and companies.
Absolutely, and it goes beyond customer service.
Right.
They're using Azure OpenAI to create advanced analytics tools
Mm-hmm.
that help businesses make sense of all their data.
So we're talking about AI that's not just responding to my questions, but actually analyzing data
Yes.
and like helping companies make smarter decisions. It's like having a whole team of data scientists working around the clock,
Okay.
analyzing trends, identifying opportunities,
That's impressive.
and helping companies stay ahead of the curve.
Okay, so that's Azure OpenAI.
Mm-hmm.
What about some of the other platforms we mentioned?
Okay, let's talk about AWS Code Whisperer.
Okay.
Now, this platform is a game changer for developers.
Or how so?
It's like having an AI coding partner.
Oh, interesting.
It suggests lines of code, identifies potential errors, even generates entire functions based on your descriptions.
So it's like pair programming,
Yes.
but on a whole other level.
Exactly.
But does this mean that human developers are going to become obsolete?
Not at all.
Okay.
Think of it more as an augmentation of human capabilities.
Okay.
Code Whisperer takes care of those tedious and repetitive tasks,
Yeah.
freeing up developers to focus on the more creative and strategic aspects of their work.
So instead of spending hours debugging,
Yeah,
they can focus on solving bigger problems
Yeah.
and innovating.
exactly. And that's where the real power of these platforms comes in.
Right.
They liberate human talent from the mundane,
Right.
allowing us to focus on what we do best.
Which is.
Thinking creatively,
Yeah.
solving complex problems,
Mhm.
building the future.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But let's shift gears for a second and talk about the people who aren't coders or data analysts. What about someone who has this amazing idea for a product,
Yeah.
but doesn't have the technical skills to bring it to life?
Right.
How do these AI deployment platforms empower them?
This is where it gets really exciting.
Okay.
Remember that whole idea of me, myself, and AI?
Yeah.
Imagine a world where anyone, regardless of their technical background,
Yeah.
can become an entrepreneur.
Okay.
These platforms are getting so user-friendly
Yeah.
with intuitive interfaces, drag-and-drop functionalities
Uh-huh.
that make it really easy to build websites, develop apps, create marketing campaigns.
So you're telling me that even if I don't know a single line of code,
hmm
I could use AI to build a website.
Absolutely.
That.
You describe your vision to the AI business analyst,
Right.
and the AI handles all the technical aspects,
Wow.
translates your ideas into a tangible product or service.
It's like having a personal team of developers and
Yeah.
designers and
Yeah.
marketers
In,
all at your fingertips.
the beauty of this technology is that it's democratizing innovation.
Yeah.
It's empowering anyone with a great idea to turn it into reality.
Okay, so we've seen how these platforms can benefit companies
Mm-hmm.
and individuals.
Yeah.
But let's zoom out for a second and look at the bigger picture.
Oh.
How are these AI deployment platforms reshaping entire industries?
We're seeing a shift from those traditional hierarchical structures to more agile network-based organizations.
Okay, so instead of departments operating in silos, we're
Exactly.
moving towards a more fluid and interconnected way of working.
Precisely. And this allows organizations to adapt to change much faster,
Yeah.
respond to market shifts, customer demands, emerging trends.
It sounds like a recipe for
Mm.
greater efficiency and innovation.
Absolutely.
But let's be real.
Okay.
There are always challenges when we're talking about adopting new technologies.
Of course.
What are some of the hurdles that organizations might face as they integrate AI deployment platforms into their workflows?
One of the key challenges is data security and privacy.
Okay.
As organizations become more reliant on AI,
Right.
protecting sensitive data is super important.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We're also seeing some concerns about the explainability of AI decisions.
Okay.
It's crucial that we develop AI systems that are transparent
Mm-hmm.
and accountable
Okay.
so we can understand how they're arriving at their conclusions.
So transparency and accountability are really crucial as we move towards more AI-driven decision-making.
They're paramount.
Okay. And are there other concerns we should be thinking about?
Yeah, we also need to address the potential for bias in AI systems.
Okay.
If the data used to train these AI models is biased,
Yeah.
the decisions they make will be biased as well.
Of course.
It's essential that we develop ethical frameworks and guidelines
Yeah.
to make sure that AI is used responsibly and fairly.
Those are all really important considerations.
Mhm.
It sounds like there's a lot of work to be done to ensure that these technologies are used ethically and responsibly.
There is, but
Yeah.
amidst all these challenges,
Yeah.
I can't help but feel excited about the possibilities.
Me too. It feels like we're on the brink of a really profound transformation.
Yeah.
And while there are going to be bumps along the way,
Mm-hmm.
the potential for positive change is just immense.
It is.
Okay, so we've explored the technical aspects, the real-world applications,
Yeah.
and even some of the challenges.
Yeah.
But let's bring it back to the individual listener.
Okay.
How can they prepare for this future where me, myself, and AI becomes the norm?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
And it leads us to one of the most crucial aspects of this whole transformation, the importance of continuous learning and adaptability.
Okay.
The skills that'll be most valuable in this new landscape are those that complement AI,
Okay.
not compete with it.
So instead of fearing that AI is going to take our jobs,
Right.
we should be focused on developing the skills that are going to help us work
Exactly.
better with AI.
Yes. What kind of skills are we talking about?
Yeah. What are we talking about?
Think of critical thinking,
Okay.
problem solving,
Mm-hmm.
creativity,
Yeah.
communication, emotional intelligence.
So these are the skills that set us apart as humans and that
Yeah.
are going to be in high demand in
Yeah.
these AI-powered organizations of tomorrow.
Exactly.
So it's not just about those technical skills.
Right.
It's about nurturing our uniquely human abilities.
It is. The future belongs to those who can embrace a growth mindset, stay curious, and continuously adapt to this evolving landscape of work.
Okay, I'm starting to see a clear path forward.
Good.
It's not about resisting change.
No.
It's about embracing the opportunities that AI presents.
Yes.
And equipping ourselves with the skills
Mhm.
to thrive in this new world.
Absolutely.
But before we go deeper into those skills,
Yeah.
I think it's important to just take a moment and reflect on what we've learned so far and where this journey might be taking us next. We've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive.
Yeah.
Listener, from AI-powered chatbots to code writing algorithms, it's clear that the organization of tomorrow is going to be radically different from what we're used to. What really stands out to you as the biggest game changer?
I think for me, it's the potential for individual empowerment.
Yeah.
Imagine a world where access to these sophisticated AI tools
Mm-hmm.
is as commonplace as having a smartphone.
Right.
It could truly level the playing field, allowing anyone with a great idea
Yeah.
to turn it into reality, regardless of their background or resources.
That's an exciting thought.
It is.
A world where innovation isn't limited to big companies or tech geniuses.
Exactly.
But let's get practical for a moment. If our listener wants to prepare for this future,
Yeah.
where do they even begin?
The first step is to embrace a mindset of continuous learning.
Okay.
The skills that are in high demand today might be obsolete tomorrow.
Yeah, that's true.
So the ability to adapt and acquire new knowledge quickly is going to be paramount.
So it's not about mastering one specific skill,
Right.
but more about developing this flexible and adaptable approach to learning.
Exactly. Think of it as building a mental toolkit
Okay.
filled with diverse skills,
Ah.
critical thinking,
Mm-hmm.
problem solving,
Yeah.
creativity, communication, emotional intelligence.
These are the skills that will complement AI,
Yes.
not compete with it.
Exactly.
And those are all skills that humans excel at, right?
They are.
So it's not about becoming a tech whiz.
No.
It's about honing those skills that make us uniquely human.
Precisely. In the organization of tomorrow, the most valuable asset won't be technical expertise alone,
Right.
but the ability to think critically, empathize with others, and approach challenges with creativity and ingenuity.
Okay.
These are the skills that will allow us to work effectively alongside AI,
Yeah.
guiding its development and ensuring its ethical application.
So continuous learning is key.
It is.
Well, what are some tangible steps that listeners can take to start developing these skills?
Well, there are countless resources available online
Mm-hmm.
and in local communities.
Right.
Online learning platforms offer courses on everything from coding to design thinking to emotional intelligence.
Yeah, there's so much out there.
There is. And don't underestimate the power of networking.
Right.
Connecting with others in your field, attending industry events,
Mm-hmm.
participating in online forums
Mm-hmm.
can expose you to new ideas and perspectives.
So stay curious, connect with others, and never stop learning.
That's it.
It sounds like a recipe for success in any era,
It is.
but especially in this rapidly evolving world of AI.
Absolutely.
Any other words of wisdom for our listeners as they navigate this uncharted territory?
Just remember that technology is a tool. It's up to us as humans to determine how it's used
Mm-hmm.
and what kind of future it creates.
Right.
As we embrace the potential of AI, we also need to remain vigilant
Yeah,
about its ethical implications.
that's a powerful reminder.
It is.
It's not just about the technology itself,
Right.
but about the values and intentions we bring to it.
Exactly.
Well, listener, we've reached the end of our deep dive into the organization of tomorrow.
We have.
It's been a whirlwind tour of AI-powered platforms, paradigm-shifting work models, and the crucial skills that will shape our future.
It's been a fascinating exploration, and I hope our listeners feel empowered
Yeah.
to embrace the possibilities
I
and
agree.
navigate the
Yeah.
challenges
Yeah.
of this new era. The future is brimming with potential,
Absolute.
and with the right mindset and skills, we can all play a role in shaping it for the better.
On that note, we encourage you to continue your own deep dive.
Yes.
Explore the resources we've mentioned, connect with others who share your interests, and never stop asking questions. Until next time, keep diving deep.